I'm trying to figure out how to make these noodles before my mushrooms burn. Well, they were white and now they're brown, so I think they're good to go. I'll just leave them in here for a bit longer. Cause why 3 packets? Why the three? Why the 3 packets? It's technically 5. Okay, this is the chili, this is the seasoning. This is the fried onion. Yes, I don't read. I don't like to read because okay. And then this is the seasoning oil. This one is the seasoning oil. And then this one in the center is soy sauce. Okay. And I realized because I went on to try and see how other people make Indomie noodles because this is the first time I'm making them. And there's a lot going on. But then I remembered, I just realized now, there's probably instructions at the back, which I can just follow. So, I've already messed up. Instructions, place noodles in boiling water. I did not do that. What I instead did was place the noodles in simmering water and hope it starts boiling. And then I'm gonna mix all the seasoning sachets according to taste. But that's the thing, I don't know what they taste like, but I'll find out. So on a plate, so I mix them on a plate. And then you remove the noodles from the water and you drain them, and then you add the noodles to the seasonings and mix well. My thing is, why are you saying I should mix the seasonings to taste? What do they recommend? I guess they recommend that I mix them to taste, but how does Indomie make Indomie noodles for their employees at lunch? I don't know. I'll definitely add the onions, all of them, because it's just fried onions. Soy sauce, I'll see what the soy sauce tastes like and decide whether or not I add it. But it's so bubbly, it's so bubbly. It should have been aired out like the onions, but it's bubbly. I'm scared that I'm just gonna go deep and then it's just all gonna. And then, what is this again? Seasoning oil. I don't know what other noodles I had that came like this. It was these, I can't remember. I think it was these Thailand noodles. No, it wasn't the, I can't remember what, I can't remember what noodles it were, but I didn't like the seasoning oil in those noodles. Maybe it was Indomie, but nah. Why would, no, it wasn't, because if it was, I wouldn't have bought them again now. Because I remember tastes. I remember, if I don't like something, I remember. I hope they taste nice because I'm so hungry. And I'm in my brother's house because it was raining in my neighborhood, yeah? And then lightning struck the box that's outside, and then 5 houses lost electricity. My home is one of those houses, so I had to leave because I was losing my mind. No, I wasn't, but it just, like all my batteries died, laptop batteries, phone batteries, power bank. I was in the dark, and I was in the dark for a good couple of hours, longer than the longest load shedding time, which I think is 4 hours. So I was in the dark for I think 8 or 9 hours. With nothing. No. I was like, I can't. But outside that, it's that I also work from home. So yeah. So I came to my brother. I was going to go to my aunt's in Pretoria East, and that's far. So my brother is just 30 minutes away, 20 minutes away from our home. But he did just move in to this house, so there's no order. There is no order. But it's fine. I'm here for a short time, not a long time. I'm hoping by tomorrow they get the electricity sorted, because it's living with my brother. The noodles are boiling now. Living with my brother, there's really not that much living going on, because he goes to work, I work from home. He comes back around 6-ish because he works overtime, and then we go to the gym, and then we come back from the gym, and then that's it. He sleeps. And then he has to do it all over again. He doesn't eat. There's no spices. I tried making chicken wings. I tried making chicken wings. Not okay, I didn't try to make chicken wings. I made chicken wings. And the only seasonings my brother had was salt and pepper. I have never seasoned meat with just salt and pepper. No other nice colored spices. Yo, so. Okay, let me finish making all of this because I want to go back to work. Do I want to or do I have to? This is what the noodles are looking like so far. I mixed the seasoning packet and the chili packet. Time for these ones. Okay, so this is what the noodles are looking like. I added the entire packet of soy sauce and the onions, and then the seasoning this, the seasoning oil. I just added a few drops, so I hope the taste is tasting. This is the final product. I'm back. I'm done making lunch. I'm gonna eat straight from the pot because I don't want to make dishes. I don't want to make more dishes. Hi, hello, I'm your host Noxie, and welcome to Delicious Diaries. Let's eat. So, like I was saying, living with my brother has been much more different than I thought. Because we were initially going to move in together for some reason, and then we didn't. Because I'm very particular. Not very particular, but my brother just does the things that annoy me. Like when he blends something, then even if there's like a small amount left in the blender, he will leave that amount in the blender and then just put the entire blender in the fridge. I do that when there is like a lot left in the blender. Okay, I can't. Blender. So if he's like this much, just 250 ml, my brother will leave it in the blender and put it in the fridge. That drives me mad. Like, pour what's left over into a glass, into a cup, into a bottle, and then into the fridge. But then sometimes, usually when I make smoothies, drinks, or whatever, I make a lot. So, but I always make sure there is a bottle that I can pour into. But if I were to make a drink now, I did, but it's just for myself. If I made a lot of it, maybe like this much. How much is this much? 1.5 milliliters. And then I just drank about this much. I'll leave the rest in the blender, yes. No. Well. Anyways. He does that and it bugs me. Because you can just easily put the remainder into a bottle or, yeah. Amongst other things, I was like, we're not gonna merge all together. He's a bit more social than I am, so that wouldn't work. The noodles, the noodles are dry. I don't usually make my noodles dry, but I don't like that seasoning oil. Or was I biased based off my previous experience with seasoning oil? But I did taste it, but maybe I was too quick to judge. Yeah, no, I did not want that taste in all the noodles. Don't you just love mushrooms? I don't hear of people who are allergic to mushrooms that often. So if you're not allergic, why don't you eat mushrooms? The texture it's not for everybody. But they're so nice and juicy. Where was I? Right, living with my brother. It's giving. Yeah, no. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home soon. I don't mind it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But yeah, and it got me thinking of varsity. I'm gonna. Oh, cause you know, cause my in varsity, I was just booked with a random girl in first year. I'm eating egg on egg. I'm using this mayo from Burger King on my egg, so it's egg on egg. I didn't know that mayonnaise was made from eggs. Or is it oil? Or is it eggs and oil? Because I think I know you can blend egg and olive oil and then it makes mayonnaise. I don't know. I was randomly, roomed with a girl I didn't know. And we got along for the most part. So other students would like if I did not get along with my roommate, I would have asked my best friend, who was just my friend at the time. She was someone who I got along better or more. I got along more with compared to my roommate. Then I would ask her to ask her roommate if she wants to swap rooms with me, and it would have been a whole thing because you have to see the location of the rooms. If the location of the rooms are different, it's like, is the other roommate willing to move? Is your roommate willing to move? Then whoever's willing to move, when they get to the room, are they happy with the side of the room you chose, or would they have preferred the other side, and this whole thing. What is that? Where am I going with this? Oh yeah, second year, I was roommates with my bestie, randomly chosen. We became roommates. It was awesome. It was nice. We had so much fun. But thinking about that time, like, there were days it was just quiet. It was just chill. And then there were days it was just laughter on laughter on laughter. But it mostly was just laughter on laughter on laughter with us. But it helped me realize that silence in a relationship is good. It's nice. Like when you're with someone and you guys can just be silent. And it's not awkward. There's no one trying to fill in the silence. Even with background noise, we're just silent. I'd be on my tablet, she'd be on her tablet. And then other times we were silent. Then she'd move from her bed to show me something. I'd move from my bed to show her something. And there were those days where we were on each other's beds and laughing, and yeah. It's not like that with my brother. But it's okay. It doesn't need to be. Because we're going to go to the gym. Well, we're going to go home first. Because he doesn't have any seasonings except salt and pepper. I can't. There's no rama. What else is in there? There's a lot of nothing. There's a lot of nothing in his house. Because he doesn't buy food. Usually he doesn't buy food. He eats at work. And then he doesn't buy food at home. He has frozen food and smoothie things that he blends up with some protein shake. He really cooks. The wings with just salt and pepper. They're okay. But they can be better. I'm gonna go home and get some spices and some sauces and zhuzh up these wings. I feel so bad for people who don't get along with their roommates. Either it's that, okay, you're working and you're like, this rent by myself, I can't do it. And if I do it, I won't make it, I won't survive. So you got a roommate. But you don't get along with your roommate. And you're just waiting for the lease to be over so you can tell them, hey, it's not working out. You need to go. Oh, there's a situation. Maybe you have to room with someone for some time. You know, either like a friend or a cousin, whatever the case may be. They're like, no, just give them accommodation for a few days, and then they'll get situated elsewhere. That never happened. And then you're just there, suffering in silence. Or you are accommodating them for a few days, a few weeks, maybe a whole month, and you're a month into it. No, you're a week into it, or 2 weeks into it, and you're like, 2 more weeks of this, I can't. And sometimes it's not even that you guys don't get along. It's that I have heard, I do not know, but I have heard that once people get used to living by themselves and enjoy their own space, it's difficult to go back to sharing that space. I then wonder, but like, comment below if you were single and then dating someone, and then you guys got married and now you have to live together, and yeah, what's that dynamic like? Because like with me, the cups should be in the cabinet near the kettle. They should not be in the cabinet by the sink. That doesn't make sense to me. So little things like that. People who moved in together. Yes, it would save money. Yes, it would be fun. You know, friends, cousins, siblings, even partners, people in a relationship, a romantic one. You're like, yeah, let's move in together, and like you're just secretly suffering. Just one of you is just suffering. Oh yeah, you're arguing a lot about how to live in that shared space. Can you imagine? You come back from work, from school, from class, from both, and home is not homing. Like, it's not good to be home. You know, it's why I stay in my mama's house. It's exactly why I stay in my parents' house. I'm so zaban. Anyways, the Indomie noodles are nice. Maybe next time I buy them, I'll try them with the entire seasoning oil packet. You might know, not the entire packet, maybe half the packet, because I'm not a fan of dry noodles. Okay, like, share, subscribe, comment. You're on YouTube. You've been on YouTube before. It's not the first time. You did things that get done. You know. I'm gonna finish the rest of my food and then go back to work. I'm just thinking about people who are rooming. Are rooming with people that they don't want around. And I truly am blessed that I work from home, and home is a place that I can work from. Yeah. Other children cannot. They cannot, because home is not a homey place. But you have to fight for your peace, eh? But sometimes it's easier not to fight. Like, the fighting just leads to more fighting instead of peace. Because that's something I was thinking about the other day. Is that in some instances, for there to be peace, there needs to be war. Anyways, that's a conversation for another day, another time, another meal. Okay. Bye. I made this smoothie. It's not supposed to be thick. It's not that thick, but it was supposed to be watery. I was supposed to be able to drink it. I kind of can, but I couldn't find the other box of milk, so. This is really nice. It's beetroot yogurt. because I just added beetroot, yogurt, plain yogurt, chia pudding, and some honey. It's nice. It's real nice. Beetroot is such a pretty color, no? Fruits have pretty colors. I'm thinking about back in the days when there wasn't no food coloring. I probably had to resort to such to dye their food. But mostly baked goods. I was at Food Lovers yesterday. Dragon fruit, the 100 rand. A single dragon fruit is 100 rands, yo. Yo, no, but it's imported. How? Maybe 100 rands for 4, but for 1. You know. It's Feb. No, oh my god, it's March. And there's still watermelons at the store. That's suspicious. That is suspicious. I know those watermelons still taste nice. I know. It's the last season's watermelon, and it's not nice. I know it's not nice. And maybe it is, but because last year I tried buying watermelon. I didn't try. Last year I bought watermelon around March. It was bad. It was not. So I told myself I'm not doing that this year. And it's also easier to not do that when a watermelon is 150 rands. How? 150. When has a watermelon ever been 150 rands? Even the yellow watermelon at Woolworths is not 150 rands. But now I have piqued my own curiosity. My brother did buy the watermelon yesterday, so let me see if it tastes nice. Here is the watermelon. And even this one is crazy priced. I didn't see the price yesterday when he bought it. It's 40 rands. Look. For the size, 40 rands. 40 rands. No. This is criminal. But if it's nice, maybe I'll go back for the full one. I don't know, 150 I won't. And watermelon, the last of the watermelon are usually mushy. They're usually mushy. They're not crunchy. They're not sweet. It's mushy. It's mushy. I hate when people do this. It's mushy. It's okay. It's not that mushy. It's not mushy. There is some crunch. But you can feel it. That like it's a little mush. And this is the inside. Like the watermelon was like this, right? And then I cut a piece. So this is the inside. So it shouldn't be slimy like this. It's fine. But given that it's the end of the season, why are they pricing it so crazily? There is no reason for this small piece of watermelon to be 40 rand. Towards the end of the season. Because yeah, the chances like people aren't going to buy those watermelons. I know, because my mom stops buying watermelon in January. And for 150, even in December, watermelon wasn't 150. But it's nice. It's nice. Shane, it is nice. But it's not 150 worth nice. I think this part is spoiled because it's so squishy. Yeah, like towards the corner piece right here. It's squishy. It's squishy. I think it's gone bad. I think it's seedless. This past summertime, December, there was a lot of seedless watermelon. I remember when that was a rarity. Okay, I'm done. Oh, I'm done. I'm done.